This is my little mobile laboratory. This catamaran also holds all my projects about robots and automation. And in this corner are all the robots at which I work. I put it here that all the time to remind me how much work I have, and I still need to develop them. And today I will present you all my robots developed in the last 15 years with all the hardware modification and improvements that I done at them, and also with the future work that need to be done. These are the robots that I develop all over the years. I work at many projects in the same time, and I will make a short presentation of all the hardware configuration of each and every robot. First one, this one is the most old robot that I developed in 2003, 2004, in that period. It's a complex robot. I will come on each and every one to talk about the futures. This is now from the series of Johnny, line follower and objects avoidance robots. This was inspired and will be an improved version, much good version of Cosmo. Cosmo, that it's a well-known robot designed by Yankee. Yeah, not Yankee, Anki robots. Yankee robots that now was by the Dreamlab laboratory. That Dreamlab laboratory will start developing this robot and also Vector, Cosmo and Vector. They'll start working again on this project. Let's see each and every robot, the characteristics. I will move a little this that you will have a much better view. This is the first robot that I will want to show you in detail. What was new long time ago that even in many movies on YouTube, in many documentary, you will not find, is the characteristics that this Arduino Nano that is here. This Arduino Nano was talking with the Raspberry Pi. This Raspberry Pi that it's in this side. Let's see if we can see it much more good here. Raspberry Pi that was here, and is communicating the data that are transmitted by the 3 ultrasonic sensors that are mapping around, measuring the distance and making inside the map, and also have a buzzer here. I put this add-on. This robot was powered by 2 power supply. One is this normal power bank that is 20 amps, and from this power bank of 20 amps it was powered the Raspberry Pi. This Raspberry Pi have a shield, a motor shield that is here, that it's actioning the 4 motors, and the shield also take the power from 2 batteries, and this battery is this step-up converter that transforms to 6 volts to have enough torque, enough power for these engines. Also on this configuration, now it's broken a little, can be fixed, is the camera, the web camera that it's connected through the USB to the Raspberry Pi, and with the help of the OpenCPN he can detect and tracking objects. And we have 2 speakers because It's voice activated robot. He have Sphinx, that packet for voice recognition, that is offline. It's making this, not online, how it's doing Alexa or Siri, things like this that I don't agree with them so much, are exposed, are not secure enough. Anybody can track all your voice command. And here I have it is a card for analyzing the voice that come from the microphone. Actually, it's a normal sound card on USB that is seen here. And the microphone, I don't put it, come here in the middle. It's like a stick. And because Raspberry Pi was not having implemented Raspberry Pi 3, number 3 was not having implemented the Bluetooth or the Wi-Fi communication. For Wi-Fi communication, I use this USB, and it's continuous communication with my laptop when I program new things. For this robot, I upload it directly wirelessly in the operating system that is Raspbian installed on this Raspberry Pi. It's a very interesting robot, and this is for powering the Raspberry Pi, and also the Arduino Nano. That Arduino Nano communicates directly with the Raspberry Pi. On the Raspberry Pi I use Python, like a programming language. On the Arduino is the classical C++. So are two different languages that are talking together to a fast serial connection bus. This is in big line, this amazing robot that it's a complex robot that I make it many years ago. I will come back at this platform, but improve it. I will upgrade the Raspberry Pi with a much powerful computer. It will be something different from the Raspberry Pi. You will see that. Also, when my channel will start growing and I will have more than 1000 subscribers, so I will see that it is interest in this kind of hobby in advanced robots, then all my source code and all the hardware design and all the software will be open source. I will put the links with all the code involved in this. It's a very complex project made long time ago, and it will come online when I will see that the community it's actually interested in this subject and they want to know more about how was designed, the source code that it's inside, how it's working, and how are made all the connection to this robot. Let's pass to the next robot. Was developed after this this robot was developed, was the next stage. This robot is well known from my other video, my other tutorial. I improved it from that time. Have a Bluetooth communication. HC05 is the well-known Bluetooth module that this one communicate with the software on the phone, and you can see all the data, all the telemetry of this robot. The same have this architecture with 3 ultrasonic sensors, and the brain of this is an Arduino Nano that will be replaced with the STM32 that have wireless and Bluetooth integrated. I want to make this upgrade to all of my robots, so I'm a little bit on hold with these robots that to come the STM32. Here you can see the connection that come from the sensor. Here I have a switch, a small switch that I can on or off the Bluetooth to be possible to upload the source code without having any conflict. I can mention that the batteries can supply the whole module, and in the same time I can connect to the computer with the micro USB, and it's not any problem at all. All you need to keep in mind is that the negative, for example, the negative from these two batteries need to be common with the negative from the V input from the Raspberry Nano, for the Arduino Nano. And I have here also two sensors, are the encoders for the motors that to spin at the same speed to have a straight trajectory, this robot. And here is the well-known driver for the engines. And I also have a current sensor here that is measuring in real time the current of the battery, and the robot know the status, how much time have till we'll finish the battery. So practically it's calculating the autonomy. And it's a multi-purpose robot. I will release this, I will show this when I will make a next video about the improvements on this robot that will be made, and will be a little bit modified platform. In general will look the same, but I will change the arrangement of the ultrasonic for this new configuration. Also you can see ceramic filter capacitors that are the engines, and also these sensors really help a lot of making smooth the current, don't having any noise in the system, or minimize the noise, not that to not have at all any noise. This is Johnny version 2.2, that will be improvement. Now let's pass to another robot from this series. Another design is this one that I call it Johnny 4. It is inspired by the Anki company, by this tiny robot. It's practically will be a copy of this one, but much more improved, and I will tell you why I consider this. Is that also this one, of course, you can see here is having Arduino Nano that will be replaced with the STM32, the same that to have the possibility of fast connection on Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. And it is vital in the case of this robot, because in front here I will have connected the mobile phone, that the mobile phone will be attached to the robot, will be part of the robot. All the processors, all the things will be done in the mobile phone. That will be the equivalent of a Raspberry Pi, but much more powerful, plus that have also sensors integrated and camera, and it's a much good alternative, and can communicate on the Wi-Fi with the STM that will be the add-on put here. And also I will change this shield for the engines, will be a new shield. You see how was the old configuration when the same with this Bluetooth, with this sensor. I was communicating with the phone. Here I have a switch on off, and also I will add few sensors that to feel the depth of the spaces like this to not go out. This one have only one sensor. You see this black sensor here. in the back don't have, so it will come like this, it will not see and it will fall. Not such a good design. And plus that you have the phone blocked all the time with this robot. You have also in this case, but it's part of the robot, it's not separated, and it's using the sensors that are in the phone. It will be used for the robot. In this case, it's not possible. All the sensors are already on the robot. They do this to make the design smaller, but I consider this version will have much more improvements, much more opportunity, keeping the phone with all the sensors on the same platform. Said that this one in the software, from what I know, don't have still integrated this feature that is here, that Cosmo to return back to his docking station. It's not developed yet. I don't know if they will make it. They will develop this feature, or if was developed till now. This is a review of all my robots, what I worked till now. In 50 years, I was not having a lot of time, all the time to work of these robots or to dedicate much more time because of day-to-day work and all other projects that I have. It's an interesting field. You need to dedicate a lot of time for these robots, and are interesting. So subscribe, like, share this, and help this channel grow. Make this channel big, that you to start seeing the source code that are in these robots. That will be interesting. I told you I see a lot of movies, I follow a lot of robots channel and automation. They don't put smart source code. They don't make free advanced source code. It's basic things that are repeated and repeated over and over in many YouTube channels. How it is, how to control a robot using the shield for the motors, or how to basically to use the ultrasonic sensors, or later on they show up a communication between different Arduino Nano to Arduino Nano. I don't see any movie about communication between Arduino Nano and Raspberry Pi, or other much more complex subjects that also to be open source, that you to have access to the source code. So subscribe down below, smash that button, will help the channel, will help me, will also help all the community, because you will have access to the source code and all this diagram of hardware connections, explaining in all the time much more deep, and explaining what's the reason and the advantages of this kind of connections and configuration. I wish you happy projects, all of us, all of you, all the best, and we see you in the next video, in the next presentation about this kind of subjects. Bye, have a good time.